Recording in progress.
Hello, welcome to class today. Today we are working on the idea of emptiness. So quite often this word in our modern lives might actually have quite negative connotations. When we think about emptiness, we might think of kind of a void, of nothingness, of not having, of scarcity, of even this scary feeling of not having something. But what emptiness can also mean, if we look at it in the other way, is space. And again, how many times in our modern lives have we said, oh, I just have the space to think about it, I don't have the time to think about it, I'm so busy, I've got to do this, I've got a to-do list as long as my arms. So this idea of space, of emptiness, kind of double-sided, is two kind of polarities, which there are to everything. So today I'm kind of inviting you to think of that emptiness as space, of actually creating some space in your life, of emptying out, of clearing out. Again, it's the spring, it's time to spring clean. We've been talking about this the last few weeks if you've been coming to class over this period. We've been talking about releasing, of letting go, of burning away anything stuck or stagnant from last year, from the winter. So we're continuing that journey, and now we're thinking about ways that we can continue to kind of empty out, to create space throughout the year. Yes, we can have a spring clean, but if we don't kind of maintain that space, that emptiness, we're going to get full up, we're going to overflow, and it's all going to come falling, crumbling, screaming down, however way we kind of deal with that overwhelm. So inviting you to embrace the emptiness. Find some moments of emptiness, of space in your life today. So in that vein, you can either take an easy pose, sat cross legs, legs out. We'll stay sat today because we kind of want to keep the energy up, but I don't mind how you sit. If you need to sit on a little blanket or a block for the hips, that's fine. Just make sure you're comfy. We want to feel comfortable. And then you can take easy pose, hands on the knees or on the earth. Or if you'd like to take a hasta mudra, a hand gesture with me, we're going to very simply take the little fingers together, curve the hands, make a little bowl with our hands. This is pushpa, mudra. And it's known as offering, of giving, but it's also this vessel for receiving. So again, this balance of giving and receiving. And we can find that space through both, right? We can sometimes, if it's our own choice or our desire, if we give away, if we give acts of service, that itself can make us feel good. But sometimes we also need that space so we can receive. If we're full up and someone offers us help, sometimes we say, no, I don't need your help, I'm fine. And actually that's exactly what we do need, is we need their help. So we sometimes even need space and emptiness to receive whatever it is that we need. So staying with this mudra, or just however you feel comfortable, closing the eyes, softening the gaze, giving yourself a few moments to settle. Starting with that question of self-inquiry, how do I feel? Taking a little tour through all those different koshas, those layers of yourself. How do you feel physically in the body? How do you feel physically inside? Is there any tension, discomfort? What's it trying to tell us? How do you feel energetically, not just at the surface level? How do you feel beneath that? Do you feel calm, overwhelmed, energized, exhausted, or something in between? Again, no judgment, just observation. How do you feel in the mind? Excited, busy, cluttered, worn out, confused, clear? How do you feel emotion? What's your body, your heart, your mind trying to tell you that maybe not giving yourself the space to listen, to really listen to what you need? Away from all the outside noise, opinions, judgments, expectations. What do you need? what you need physically, energetically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. I'm just staying here with the breath. I'm not going to instruct any specific breath today apart from awareness. Perhaps deepening the breath a little. And if you can stay with nasal breaths, then that's probably preferable today, so we can keep that breath quite controlled, quite slow and gentle, inside. We're really keeping our gaze inside ourselves today. Noticing where we're crying out for that space, that emptying. And if any thoughts, sensations, feelings rise in that emptiness, sometimes why we avoid time with ourselves is we don't want to have to notice or process or deal with whatever arises in those moments. So maybe all we do here is remind ourselves we are not our thoughts, we are not our feelings, they are separate to us. We have the control, the power to decide what we do with them. And today I invite you to release them away. During our practice, we don't need them. They don't define you. They don't have control over you. They might be uncomfortable. Part of life is learning to face into and deal with our discomforts. Because once we do, on the other side, there's even more space to be. And I'm not even going to ask you to set a sankalpa, an intention today, an affirmation. If one springs to mind organically, then perfect. If not, just allow that stillness, that quietness, that openness, that space, that emptiness to pervade. And as we slowly transition into movement, let's take our pushpa mudra or our hands generally. We're going to lift the hands up, come to padma mudra. So we've got the little fingers and the thumbs together. Our other fingers are open up like petals, lotus petals, opening to the light. We're really going to encompass this idea of opening, creating space, of becoming this vessel that's open to receiving, just open generally, that allows all of those wonderful parts of ourselves to breathe, to live, to be, those wants and needs to be heard. So from here, let's inhale, lift our hands, take our lotus flower all the way up to the sky. Exhale. Bring her back to your heart. Inhale to lift. Exhale. To lower, one more. Inhale to lift. Exhale, open the arms all the way out to the side. Bend the elbows, opening into this goddess-like stance. Lift the chin, open our vessel to the sky. Oh, feel that strength in the shoulders, that opening again. Sometimes that opening, that emptiness, that space doesn't come without having to deal with a little discomfort. Not pain, but discomfort. We learn resilience. We learn the ebb and flow. We learn to accept, to let go, to release, to not get attached too much to any particular feeling or version of ourselves. If the arms really are starting to hurt, then obviously let them go. But if you can, sit into discomfort for a moment longer. Stay with the breath. The breath is this deep connection to how we feel, to ourselves, to the world around us, prana, life force. Use the breath to breathe, release, open into any discomfort. To allow that expansion as that discomfort floats away, it melts. Stay here a little longer if you can. Well done. On the next inhale, lift the back of the shoulders, lift the chest, bring the hands together. Exhale, bend the elbows. Oh, bring the hands down behind the nape of the neck. Turn the chin into the chest for a lovely long stretch in the neck, deep into the shoulders. One more inhale here. Inhale, lift the hands, release. Exhale, tip forwards. If you would prefer to, you can lengthen the legs now if they're starting to go to sleep. You just sat on something, let it go. Let's tip forward. Tip, 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 tip. Let the head and neck go. And sideways, just so you can see me better. Trying to lengthen. So try not to round the spine. If we do, what we're doing is stealing that space away from ourselves. So lift, open, lead with the heart. Forwards, forwards, forwards. Maybe let the head and neck go. Take hold of the shins or the feet if you can. If you're nowhere near, then just allow the head and neck to soften. One breath here. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, send the arms backwards, open the shoulders. Hands can be on the hips or they can be on the earth. Lift, maybe if you want to fingertips. Lift, lift, lift. Try and keep the legs nice and active. Flex the feet. Lift the heart. Burst it up to the sky. One more inhale here. Exhale, slide forwards, thinking of length with the heart. Let the head and neck go. One more. Inhale, lift. With the arms, exhale, spiral the shoulders to the back, open the heart again. Take this lovely deep heart opener, bring the shoulders together, burst the heart forwards. Slowly come up to a neutral position. And we're going to come to stand. So a few options, just swing the legs around and come up. If you want to, we can come up to a boat pose, lift the legs, hold here for a moment, maybe even lengthen arms and legs, and then slowly cross the legs. Find your way up. And we're going to come to a cross-legged forward fold. You might step the feet a little closer together so the little toes are towards one another. Oh, softening, lengthening. One more breath here. And then slowly, gently, we're going to unravel. Bring the hands all the way up to the sky. Bring the hands to the heart. I've still got my legs crossed as long as it's not uncomfortable. And we're going to take a little bit of strength building in the lower legs first. So starting to open the feet, the ankles, the knees, these most used parts of ourselves. We're standing a lot. So really strengthening here. If having the legs crossed is far too much for you, bring the feet underneath the shoulders and take an easier pose. From here, we're going to inhale. Keep looking forwards for balance. And we're going to try and come up onto tippy toes. We're going to have to sink a little bit. And then slowly lift and come back. Maybe even pick the toes up. So we're using all of the muscles in the feet. As you inhale, roll up onto the toes. Maybe sink a little lower this time. Inhale, come up. Exhale, plant the feet. Maybe lift the toes. Keep looking forwards. That's it. Inhale to lift up onto the toes. Exhale, sink as low as you can. This time, stay on the tiptoes. Inhale to lift. Exhale, sink, lift the toes. Well done. And then if the legs are crossed, uncross the legs. Make sure we're near the top or the front of the mat. And we're going to move from here. So inhale, lift the heart, hands are together. Maybe you can send the hips forward. Try and take a little bit of a curvature of the spine through lengthening the whole front body. Lift the chin, bring that space, that expansion into the front channels of the body. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. From here, we're going to inhale. Come to tippy toes on the right foot. Maybe lift the right foot. Open the arms into that lovely big vessel. And you might pause here. Again, if it's too much, have the tippy toe on the floor. We're still taking all the benefits of the balance as long as all the weight is in the left leg. From here, we're going to inhale. Exhale, I'm going to turn to face you. I'm going to swoop the hands in together, interlace the thumbs and bring the hands in front of the heart, Garuda. So this is a beautiful heart opening mudra. It also works the other way, like everything, polarity. It can be this idea of boundaries. So setting boundaries, we're protecting our space as much as we're creating it, because when we create it, we can expand, we can fly into this space. So inhale here. On the next inhale, open the arms. Maybe you open the hip. If it's hard to balance here, we can come to Vrksasana, a tree pose with the foot on the leg or even toes on the ground. Keep the arms up. Try not to lift the shoulders. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Inhale here. Exhale. Sweep that foot forward. Again, the toes can be on the floor. Once more. Inhale. Lift and open. Exhale. Draw in front. I'm just going to come back to the front of the mat. So from here, we're going to inhale. Open the arms and legs. Exhale. Sink back with that right leg. So we're coming into a long lunge. Be careful that this left knee isn't rolling out. Keep that alignment. The knee stacked above the leg. Lifting here. Maybe we start to take a little back bend. Again, not through collapsing. Here we are lifting. Lengthening the spine back. One more inhale here. Inhale, come back up. Inhale here. Exhale. Open. Maybe we start to draw the shoulders, the elbows apart. Hold here. Inhale, come up, hands up. One more. Inhale here. Exhale, draw the arms apart. Draw the elbows in. Hold here. And then we're going to inhale. Turn to the right. Sorry for my back being to you. It's always going to happen at some point. And bring the knees and the elbows out. So you're coming into your goddess squat. Try and sink a little lower if you can. I'm going to turn around just so I can see everybody. Holding again. Vessel is open. Open below, stability, open above. Open to ideas, hopes, dreams, what the universe has in store for us. One more inhale here. And then we're going to take some little tips. So we're going to inhale here. And you're going to exhale to the back of the mat. Right elbow comes down to the thigh. Left arm sweeps over. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Over. Inhale. Open that vessel. Exhale. To the back of the mat. Finding a bit of discomfort here. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lengthen the legs. Swivel that front left foot. Come to your warrior two on the left leg. Beautiful. Front of the mat. One more breath here. And then we're going to exhale, straighten the front leg. Forward fold. So we're swiveling in the hip. Opening the whole left side of the body here. You might be able to bring your hands to the floor. You might, if you've got yoga blocks, be able to use the blocks to help you soften over that front left leg. Forward, take a pause. One more. We're going to rotate that back foot so the heel comes up. Bend the front knee. Come into a lunge. Lift the head again. You can be using the blocks or hands on the up. Nice, long, deep asana. One breath here. Walk the hands slightly forward. Again, if the stance is really long, you might need to step the back leg in as well, because we're going to inhale, pick up with that right leg. So come to your crane. If that's too much, you can come to Uttanasana, forward fold. We're all coming there in a moment. If you want to intensify, you can take hold of the ankle with the left hand, left ankle. Keep looking at the knee. Keep tucking in that back leg. One more. And then drop the leg, forward fold, Uttanasana, hands on the floor. You can cross the arms on the ankles or take hold of the opposite elbows. 2 breaths here, creating that length to the body, releasing all through those organs of elimination. Meridians in the backs of the legs. One more breath here. We're going to slowly come up. So inhale, lift up, hands to the side, take that lovely heart opening back bend. Exhale, hands to heart, hands to heart. Inhale, peeling up the right toes, lift the leg. Exhale, kick back. You've got two options. You can either come through Virabhadrasana 3 here, or you can come back to a lunge with the back toes down. So your choice here or here. If we're in Virabhadrasana 3, flex that back foot, toes to the floor, drop the right hip. One more. And then step back. Inhale, lift the hands, warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1. Exhale, hands to the earth. We're going to inhale, step back, either to your plank or to your tabletop. Either way, it's nice and active. Weight is over the hands, so the shoulders are slightly rounded, the tummy is tucked in. That's the feet here, here. Or we can be here again. If we're in plank, try and keep the body in a nice straight line. We're not in a down dog. We're in a plank. Last breath here. And then you can bring the knees down if necessary. You've got two ways to come to the floor. So you can either bend the elbows, hug the ribs, bring the chest and the chin down, drop the hips, slide into a cobra or an up dog. If that's too intense for you, you can walk the hands forward, come onto forearms, but again, make sure the elbow is into the shoulders and slowly roll the hips down onto the floor. Make sure you've got enough space here. Either way, we have this long heart opening stretch here in Sphinx, here in Cobra. Again, for Cobra, elbows are back, they're not out. Hug the ribs. Up dog, the same. Elbows are tucked in, shoulders are low, they're not up by the ears. Open the heart. And we're going to slowly roll ourselves back, either tabletop or down dog. Always your choice. Take 3 breaths, tabletop or down dog. 2 more. Taking a moment to ground, to pause, to empty. Notice how you feel on the left side to the right, and then we're coming to the front of the mat. So you can either step forwards, or if you're in down dog, you might take a little look between your hands, bend the knees, and take a little hop. We're all coming to Uttanasana, forward fold, front of the mat, 1 breath. Inhale to lift. Send the hands up, send the hips forward, send the arms back to that beautiful deep heart opening stance. Lift, lift, lift. Bring the hands all the way back to the heart. Left side. Inhale. Open the arms out to the side. Pause here. On the next inhale, peel up your left toes. Maybe lift the left foot. Inhale here. Exhale. Again, I'm just going to face you. Cross the hands, come to that flying eagle. Open the knee, either hold out to the side or press it in to your tree pose. So just want you to inhale, open, foot and knee come forward or toes on the ground. Exhale, open the hips, your version. Cross the hands, last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, open. Just come back to the front of the mat. From here, 1 more. Inhale, lift and open. Exhale, step back. Come to either a lunge with the back heel up or a warrior posture, back heel down. Cross the hands. Make sure this right knee isn't rolling out. Again, think about stacking. Drop the hips. Really opening this front of this left hip, the psoas muscles. Hold here. Inhale, open the arms, lean back, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, draw the hands back to heart. Inhale, we lift. Maybe that back heel's a bit easy, but to come a little deeper, sink lower. Exhale, arms together once more. Inhale, lift and open. I'm going to turn to the left this time. Now you can see me. Goddess pose, sink low. Knees and toes are facing outwards, elbows outwards, holding here. Use the breath. You can nasal breathe if you feel That fire rising, maybe release through the mouth. One more here. We're going to inhale, lengthen arms and legs. Exhale, swivel front right toes. Sink into your warrior two. Virabhadrasana two. Look forwards here. On the next exhale, swivel. Step the back leg in, straighten the front leg. Again, you might need blocks, or you might just rest the hands on the leg. Pyramid pose. Let the head and neck go. 2 breaths. One more here. Inhale, walk the hands forward, sink into that front leg, back heel down, or up your choice. 1 breath here in your lunge. Step the hands forward, tuck in that back left leg. Maybe take hold of the right thigh as you draw your nose to your knee. Maybe you're in forward fold with the feet together, Uttanasana. We're all coming there in 1 more breath. And then step down. Take your Uttanasana, 1 breath, feeling that length in the back body. Oh, inhale to rise, lift hands together, send the heart up, the pelvis forward, lift, lift, lift. Opening before we exhale, hands to heart. Peeling left toes. Start to lift. Exhale, start to kick back. Warrior 3 or lunge. If we're in Virabhadrasana 3, flex the toes to the floor, drop the left hip, try and bring the body in a straight line. Option to release the arms back this time. 1 more breath here. Inhale, step back, back heel up or down, send the hands to the sky, bring the hands together, sink into that crescent lunge. 1 more. Exhale, hands to the earth, step back, plank or tabletop, your choice. Weight is forward, tummy's tucked in, shoulders around it. Nice, strong posture. Little bit of fire using the core. Last inhale. Maybe you bring the knees down, maybe you step the hands forward, coming to the earth. Coming up, either up dog, cobra, sphinx. Your choice. Wherever you are, bringing the hands into the shoulders, sending the elbows back, we push up. Exhale, knees wide, coming to Balasana, child's pose, all the way down, forehead to the floor. Thinking. You've got the option for down dog, you always do. But as we're thinking about emptying and clearing out, I would really invite you to think down to the earth, into this restorative hip opening, heart, shoulder opening posture. Come back to the breath. Exhale through the mouth, let it go, clear out. As we've done a lot of deep heart opening, a lot of shoulder opening, hip opening. Inviting energy to flow into places it hasn't for a while. It's clearing out, it's letting go. Working into the back body, into the kidneys, into the liver and the front body. Sending the blood around the body to move and gradually start to filter through those internal organs and waste and things that are stagnant. Massaging those internal organs, clearing them out, emptying. Oh, 1 more breath. Slowly coming back, tabletop, knees in a little bit, weight over the hands or tuck toes, coming to down dog, your choice. And then slowly, slowly moving from here. So either stepping or taking a little hop, forward, forward fold, Uttanasana, your variation. Take what you need. 2 breaths. We start to rise, soft bend to the knees. Inhale, send the hands to the sky, hips forward. Really open the heart, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, hands to heart. Starting on the right side. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, pause here. Open your vessel, lift the heart. Inhale, peel up the right leg's tippy toes or off the floor. Exhale, cross the hands, coming to face you. Hip is open, so leg is open, or in your asana. Inhale, legs forwards. Woo, not too quickly. Arms up. Exhale, find that opening posture. One more. Inhale, up. Exhale, open. Last one. Inhale, up and forward. Exhale, start to kick back. You can step back to your lunge, or we can try and come to a warrior three, hands at the heart. In your Garuda posture. One more inhale here. We're going to exhale, step back into a lunge. If we can, with the back heel up, sink low, keep the heart high. Hands in our wings at the chest. One more inhale here. We're going to inhale, open the arms up, turn to the right, and sink into our goddess posture. I'm going to keep my back to you this time, just for simplicity. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, tip to the right. Right elbow down, left arm overhead. Inhale, swoop up. Open, empty. Exhale. To the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. One more. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Last one. Inhale up. And then we're all going to lengthen our legs and forward fold. So start to turn the toes inwards. Lengthen. As you come forward, you can drop the hands to the earth, to the ankles, or you can lift the arms up to the sky. Start to draw the head down. And if you want to intensify that shoulder opener even more, bring the hands together, clasp the hands together, yogi mudra. Send the heels of the hands together, so the hands aren't open, they're closed, or rotate the shoulders, draw the head down. Tip, tip, tip. One more breath in. Gradually release the hands to the earth. Walk yourself back to that front left leg. Keep the legs nice and long. Again, you can use blocks here in your pyramid pose. Oh, one more breath. Hands either side of that front foot. Bend the knee, lift the head, come to your asana. Lunge. Take a breath in. Walk the hands slightly forwards, maybe shorten the stance. We're going to inhale, lift that right leg. Bring the nose to the knee. Maybe take hold of the leg with the left hand. Maybe we can take hold. Ooh, let's see how we go today. Oh, I'm not feeling it today with both hands. Keep tucking that back leg up. One more breath. And you can either bring the right foot down to forward fold and then come back up with the right leg, or we can try and make it all one movement, bringing that right toe up, hands to the heart. Hold here. Oh, inhale. Exhale, kick back. Hands at the heart, warrior three, or you can release the hands back. Or, because we're coming through heart opening, we can inhale here, kick back, keep the knee bent, come into a dancer, asana. We might even take hold of that right foot. Sorry, I can't look at you while we do this. And lift the opposite hand. Kick that back leg. Kick, 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 open, 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 open. Woo! We'll step back. Hands to the heart. Back heel up if you can. Lunge. Inhale here. Oh, find the heartbeat. Oh, racing through the body, sending all the blood around, circulating. One more. Inhale. Lift the arms, come into that beautiful crescent lunge. Exhale, bring the hand down. Inhale, step back. Maybe we pick up into scorpion tail. We can do this with the back knee down too. Keep looking forwards. Weight over the hands. One more breath. Exhale, release. Keep that leg up, keep that leg up. Both legs down. Into either your up dog, your cobra. or your sphinx. Take a breath. Oh, one more. Oh, slowly bring the hands back into the shoulders, elbows back. We lift. Take it up, nice and active. Weight forward, or tuck toes, raise hips. Come to your down dog. Take a nice deep posture here. One more breath. Moving on the left side. So look forward, hop, step, jump, forward, fold. Let the head and neck go. One breath. Inhale, we lift hands together. Oh, crescent. Shape in Uttanasana. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to heart. This time, left leg rises. Inhale, lift the left leg as you open the arms. Exhale, open the hips. Swoop the hands together, cross the thumbs. Inhale, knee up, arms out. Exhale, open. One more. Exhale, hip open, hands cross. Last one. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step back. Hold here, open vessel in your lunge. One more inhale. Exhale, turn to the left. Sink, goddess. 2 breaths here. Sink a little lower. One more cheeky breath. And then we move to the back. In, left elbow down, right arm overhead. Come back, next inhale, swap sides. Coming back. And again. One more each way. Back to goddess. Inhale, lengthen arms and legs. Exhale, forward fold. Option to let head go, hands on the earth, hands on the ankles, hands in the air. Lift, lift, lift. Drop the head, rotate the shoulders, open the heart, the backs of the legs. Try to bring the heels of the hands together. Really rotate the shoulders. Release the hands. Walk to the front of the mat. Swivel that front right foot. Pyramid pose. Let the head and neck go. One more. Walk the hands forward. Bend that front knee. Look forward into your lunge. Really long stretch in the left side of the pelvis. One more breath. Walk the hands forward. Tuck that left leg in. Or come to your forward fold. Feet together. Uttanasana. 2 breaths here. 1. Inhale, feet together. Or just brush the floor. Slowly come back up. Hands to heart. Oh, take a breath. Well done. Last inhale here. Start to kick back for Upajasana 3, toes to the earth, or you can lunge. You can send the hands back if you want to, or you can take your dancer, kick that left foot back, right arm forward. Lift, lift, lift. Send that left foot back, hands to the heart. Last one here. Inhale to the sky, last crescent lunge, bend the knee, lift the chin. Hands to the earth. Inhale, step back, kick back. And then it's that scorpion version with the knee down. Or with the leg up. Look forward, look forward, look forward. Bring the chest and chin down. And then slowly into your back bend. Up dog, cobra, sphinx. One more inhale. Let it go. Inhale, roll up, bring the knees apart. Sink back, 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 back. Oh, let the head and neck go. 2 breaths. Oh, come back to the breath. Feel the heart pumping, the blood moving around the body. Clearing as it goes. Inviting that feeling of expansion, of release, of emptying out, of removing anything unnecessary that's not useful, that's unkind. It's getting in your way. Be honest with yourself. Listen. Oh, your body is saying, I don't want to do this. Probably don't want to do it. So gradually let's lift up, inhale arms to the sky. If you can't kneel, release the legs. We're just going to take a little twist, turning to the left, opposite hand in front. You can do this with the legs long in front of you. You can bring the hand to the hip if you want to come a little deeper. One more. Slowly release, turn the other way. And lots of shoulder openers. So let's inhale the hands to the sky. I'll mirror you. So take the right hand to the left shoulder. Take the left hand on top. Reach, reach, reach. If you want to come to the full Gomukhasana arms, release that left hand, rotate. Bring the hands together behind the body. I'm just swiveling so you can see me. Try and keep the head and neck nice and long. One more here. And then release, send the arms out to the side, or send the fingers away. Come back the other way. So this time, the left arm's on touching the right shoulder. You might have the right hand on the elbow, or you might do that rotation all the way around the other way. Open the shoulders. Oh, one more. Release. Send the arms away, send the fingers to the floor, maybe a couple of wrist rotations. Oh, maybe a couple of big elbow and spinal rolls. Come forwards. And then coming down. So release the legs, give them a wiggle. Come to lie. On the back, lift the legs, let everything roll back the other way. Arms out to the sides. Maybe find your little ankle rolls. Knees into the chest. Little rolls, releases. Staying with the breath as you finally find your Shavasana, legs long, arms long. Oh, deep breath to release. If you need a few, take them. Don't worry about the noise. It's natural to sigh. This is a place of openness, of emptiness, of space. Do what you need. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Finally soften into some long, deep breaths. Grounding back into the body, into that life force, that flow of prana in and out of the body as you sink deeper and heavier onto the earth. And today I'm going to leave you in your Shavasana. I'm not going to take any closing thoughts, because I want you to take these final moments, these minutes. Again, you can stay way beyond this recording in this posture as long as you like. Please invite that space into your practice today. I'm just going to say a closing thank you to you all for practicing with me today. Please stay here. Give yourself the gift of Shavasana as long as you can.